Does your obedience make your allegiance obvious? Welcome to the Daily Devo. I, of course, am Vince Miller. Just a short announcement here. After Christmas, we will begin a 22-year journey through the Bible. Yes, you heard me right. 22 years. Now, the first book we're going to study together is the letter of James. The new format will be 7 days in the chapter, like we've always done right here on the Daily Devo, and then one longer format teaching on that chapter in the Vince Miller Show. It will feel like 7 days of a very close examination of Scripture with one high-level teaching that is practical, applicable, and ties the whole chapter together. Also, I want you to pray as we make this journey that God will use this in a special way so that people everywhere will know, grow, and go in their faith, living all in for Him. So back to my question. Do you even remember it? Does your obedience make your allegiance obvious? Well, we are in chapter 29 of 1 Samuel, and we are looking right now behind enemy lines at the Philistines as they are lining up for battle. Remember, David still resides in Philistine territory, thus Achish, the king that's overseeing him in some ways, brings David out to the battle staging area, and let's read and see how the other kings respond to this. Verses 4 through 5. But the commanders of the Philistines were angry with him, that is Achish. And the commanders of the Philistines said to him, "Send the man back," that is David, "that he may return to the place to which you have assigned him. He shall not go down with us to battle, lest in the battle he become an adversary to us. For how could this fellow reconcile himself to his Lord? Would it not be with the heads of the men here?" Remember, David has already chopped off one Philistine's head. His name was Goliath of Gath. Is not this David of whom they sing to one another in dances? Saul has struck his thousands and David his 10,000s. Oh, fascinating moment, isn't it? This has got to be more than slightly embarrassing for Achish. I mean, he has brought David and his men, 600 of them, to battle. But the other commanders and kings want nothing to do with David. They cannot imagine battling the Israelites before them with an Israelite defector taking up the rear. I mean, the Philistine commanders recognized the risk even when Achish didn't. Now, even though David had done a really good job of duping Achish, he had not duped the other four kings. David's allegiance was too tied to his past loyalties. Now, even though now he lived temporarily among the Philistines, his past actions and previous allegiances echoed into the present. His reputation followed him and framed him. It framed him in a very good way, by the way. But how about you? Does your obedience make your allegiance obvious? Too often, believers live in a way that blurs their obedience and allegiance to Christ. Our lack of allegiance becomes the mark of who we are. Thus, we send mixed messages about our loyalty to the Lord, but David did the opposite. Do you see that here? He was unmistakably known for his allegiance and alliance on God. Now, what reputation precedes you? You know, if someone were to catch you at work or out with your friends or at your kid's sporting event and witnessed you and examined your life from the outside, would they see someone who is loyal to the Lord or someone who they might struggle to know where your allegiance lies? If you have any questions about this, you know what it's time to do? It's time to declare your loyalty to the Lord. Here's how you do it. One small, consistent, allegiant action. That's it. One small, consistent, allegiant action. I promise you, these little allegiant actions speak louder than you think, and over time, they will define your identity and make your allegiance to the Lord more obvious. So let's live loyal today and make our loyalty to the Lord unmistakable as we interact with those around us. I love you guys. I pray this has blessed you. If it has, share it with someone else and live all in for him who lived all in for you.